All right, welcome everybody to our live Q&A tonight. We're so excited to give you a glimpse into our life as coaches and share our passion with you and just give you some more details. Let you meet us, see our faces, chat, and see if this would be a good fit for you. It's definitely something we're all super different, and you'll learn that. We have similarities, and one of those is a passion for helping others and for working every day to be happy and healthy. So that's what motivates us, is wanting to help others and wanting to be healthy and happy. So a lot of different reasons to be here, but we are so glad that you are checking it out. So I just wanted to kick it off and again, welcome you and just let you know a little bit more about what we do. So our main thing is that we support others, and that a lot of that is supporting our fellow teammates, and we call it our tribe. So we are just like a fit fam of mamas and women, and we are just trying to do our best every day. So it's awesome because we support each other, and we have a community that has our back as we're trying to be healthy and navigate life and challenges, and it's really an awesome supportive group. And it's also really great because I feel like our team, and we work really hard to be authentic and to not just show the highlight reel, but to really help women like on a deep level. And I've just spent the weekend with Acacia and Katie and Haley, and they truly are some of my very best friends. It was one of the best girl trips I've ever had, and I'm just really grateful for that. So we are going to start by telling you the 6 F's of coaching, and they're fun, fitness and food, faith, or faith in yourself with personal development, freedom and flexibility, financial blessings, and friends. So we're each just going to take a second or a few minutes and talk about each of those, and then we'll talk a little bit about how we build our business, and then some of the training and things we do. And then we'll open it up for questions. So if you have a question, write it down and don't forget it, and at the end we'll open it up for everybody to ask us questions and get to know us a little better. So Acacia is going to kick it off by talking about some of the fun, and hopefully y'all are in the group, so you saw some of the fun we had this last weekend in Nashville. So she'll talk about that and some of the other fun stuff we do.
Hi guys, hi ladies. I'm just so glad that you can join us. My computer, you guys keep freezing, so I don't know if it's me or if it's you, but hopefully you can let me know if I freeze. So I'm going to talk about fun. If you have been in our group, you will see that we've been having a lot of fun with Summit. We've been in Tennessee with several of our coaches, getting some awesome trainings and learning a lot more about the business, which might sound boring, but it's not. It's a lot of fun. And on top of just trainings and things of that nature, there are parties that we get to attend, and concerts, and just time to hang out and see our big team. And so there's a lot of things like that. Then we also have go on periodically throughout the year. We have these leadership conferences that we get to be a part of, and a lot of these things are paid by Beachbody, or you earn them and they're paid by Beachbody. Cruises, and this coming trip is the Success Club trip is a trip to Punta Cana, and right now I'm not having to pay for any of it because I'm earning it. So I'm earning, income and supporting my family, but because I'm working and supporting my challengers and my coaches, I'm also earning Success Club money to go on this trip. So it's really nice. So they reward your hard work with really fun things. And then this Sunday, we also have Super Sunday coming up. So we go and we go to training, and then we, in Dallas, we get to work out with Autumn and do a live workout with a master trainer. And then afterwards, my team, we're all going to go have a late lunch and just hang out. And so this business is just a lot of fun. Yeah, we work, but we do really get together and just have a blast all together. So yeah, that's a little bit about the first F, fun. Okay, the next person, I guess, is Alyssa Snow. Yes.
Okay, sorry. had a brain fart, couldn't figure out how to unmute myself. So I am going to talk about the fitness and food side of coaching. So obviously you see all of us coaches posting, and we're always posting about our fitness and our nutrition, and that's a huge part of what coaching is about. And for me, I used to struggle so much with my own workouts and nutrition. I could never just stick to anything. It was a yo-yo all the time. I'd either be doing some horrible program or some weight loss scheme, and it just nothing ever stuck. So I jumped in for coaching. One of my big reasons was because I wanted it to hold me accountable to my own fitness and my own nutrition, to be that example to somebody else. Then maybe it would actually stick with me for once. So that's one of the reasons that I signed up to coach, and it's stuck. As soon as I started, I haven't gone back to gaining the weight and eating unhealthily, and it's just made a huge impact on my health and my fitness. And because of that, I get to be very rewarding to me. I love being an example and just inspiring other women to make that change in their lives. It's just a very rewarding and a big blessing in my life, to be able to share that with other people. So that is my fitness and nutrition.
All right, I think I'm up next. And I am going to talk to you a little bit about personal development. So I hadn't really heard that term before, but it's something that Beachbody really encourages you to do when you become a coach. And so basically, when we say personal development, we're talking about spending time every day investing in yourself, growing as a person and as a leader, just taking that time daily to work on yourself, which is kind of cool. My kiddos. So coaching, just like any other job, is going to have its ups and downs. There's going to be really awesome, super fun days. There's going to be tough, kind of sucky days. And personal development is what is going to keep you going on the tough days. It's going to give you that thing to fall back on when you feel like people don't want to hear what you have to say, when not everybody is as excited as we are to change their life, to get healthy, to work out. And so all right, baby. So not everybody is as excited as we are. So personal development is going to keep you going on the tough days. And at the end of the day, if you've worked on yourself and you've spent that time and you are a stronger person, if you have more belief in yourself and more confidence, then it's a good day, no matter if someone's about a challenge pack or not. If you are a better person at the end of the day, then it's, then that's a good day. And so for me, personal development has really improved my confidence and given me a belief in myself that, the passions that I have, that I can do something with them, and that I can change someone's life, and I have the ability to do that. So that's been a real game changer for me, and I love that this company really encourages you to, it's not just about selling. They want you to invest in yourself and to grow as a person and to become a real leader.
Thanks, Katie. And I completely agree with that. PD is a life changer. So I'm Haley, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the flexibility and freedom that coaching provides. I am a mom to two kiddos. They're 3.5 and almost 2. So I have very, very busy days, filling sippy cups and changing diapers and things like that. When I started, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I really, really missed having adult interaction, for one thing,
and I wanted to get back into shape and lose the last baby weight I had and just feel better. I was kind of sinking into a dark place, and so I knew if I could just get up and move, I would feel so much better. And getting to a gym just was not realistic for me. So anyways, I jumped into coaching. I jumped into the accountability groups, and I was immediately hooked. Plus, I loved Shakeology from the beginning. So, but one of my favorite things about coaching is definitely the flexibility of it. Actually, at this moment, I am at my sister's house, and she's 2 hours away from home. And so I am able to pick up my work, take it with me, and do it on the road. For example, today I was able to go to a function with my husband that he had at work over lunch. If I was working my typical 9-to-5 job, or when I was working, I wouldn't have been able to do those things. So being my own boss and that flexibility, there's nothing that compares to that in my eyes. So, and I love being able to, create my life, build my life by design. Whatever goals I have, I'm working towards those and investing the time I need in my business. And, I get to work in the mom cracks of my day, nap time, before the kids are up, after they're down, whatever. But I make it work for me, and it's the biggest blessing, just having flexibility.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about financial blessings. And I have a big story with financial blessings, but I'm not going to tell the whole thing because we don't have a lot of time, and Alyssa says I talk too much. No. So in a nutshell, my financial blessings, when I started coaching, I knew I worked full-time as a teacher, and I had a little one at home, and I was gone 8 hours a day, and then I got home for the parts, not the fun parts, and I missed out a lot of her first year. And I just knew that I needed and wanted to be home with her, but there was no way we could do that on one income. So I started coaching in November, and I knew I needed to make X amount of money so I could stay home. And I just went for it. I went all in, nose to the ground, because I had a goal, I had a passion for health and fitness, and it's not one of those overnight things. You're not going to, just start and be making thousands and thousands of dollars. This isn't a get quick rich. But if it's something that you want to work for, it is something that's going to be a sustainable income for you and your family. And it is something that kind of snowballs and grows. So it starts small, and then, it just continues to grow. And for me, in June, so I started in November, in June, I didn't go back to work. So I stopped. I wasn't completely replacing my teaching income at that time, but I was making enough to, not have to go back to work. And so that's just been a huge financial blessing. For a lot of my coaches at first, it's like an extra pair of shoes, and then it's paying their car payment, and then it gets bigger. But it is something that has definitely been a financial blessing in my life and in the lives of so many of the coaches on our team. And so that's just a look at the financial side and what it can be. And I think, Katie, I think you're the next one.
Yes. So I'm going to talk to you about friendship, which has also been such an amazing blessing from coaching that I did not expect. After, high school and college, it's so easy to just kind of lose track of friends. I never really had a huge circle of girlfriends that I ran around with. I would have, one or two close friends. And so after college, especially, we kind of all went our separate ways. Everybody gets married, you start having babies, and you don't have time to have friends. At least that's how it felt to me. And so, I would tell my hubby, I don't have a best friend anymore. And he'd say, Kitty, I don't think people in their 30s have best friends. And I was like, well, that's sad. And then I became a stay-at-home mom, work-at-home mom. And you're around your littles all day, and you just don't have that interaction. You're lucky if you get out of the house to go to Target. and people at Target aren't really going to stop and talk to you about your day. So what's been so cool about coaching is just like the friendships that I've gained through these other ladies that we're on the team together, and we are talking all day, whether we're texting or in a group message about what's going on for that night or our workouts. If somebody has a tough day, we can reach out for encouragement and support and just kind of lift each other up. If you've been in the group this week, you saw that we went to the summit, and that was a big deal for me because I never go anywhere, and I got to take the baby with me, but I got to stay in a hotel with these girls, and I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, but it was so much fun. And you might think that, staying in a hotel room with girls that you've only met in person once might be a little awkward, but it really wasn't. It was so fun, and like we all, like everybody just was so nice and accepting, and I didn't feel awkward at all. We all nursed our babies there in the room together, so it was just so nice to just have that friendship that we pretty much formed online. And so that's just been a huge blessing of coaching. So if that's something that you're looking for, just relationships and that support, that's a huge, huge part of this business.
Definitely. I love the friendships that I have developed. Sorry, you can probably hear my kiddos. They're still awake. But I want to share now with you about how to build your business on social media. That may be a big question that you have, like, how in the world do I do this? I don't even know where to start. Well, the awesome thing about joining our team is we have training set up for you. We have lots of extensive, they're not long trainings by any means, but they're very informative and to the point and help you get started right on your business. So you're probably like, I have no idea if I was going to do this, like where to even start. It's okay. We have directions for you. So one of the things in there is they teach you how to add to your network. They teach you, we talk a lot about like reconnecting with old friends and establishing those connections again and those friendships. That's really the fun part about it too, is that friends that maybe you had growing up, you're getting to reconnect with, which is so exciting, getting to see those faces again and hear their voices. So it's just so neat that just the community aspect that it brings together. And the other aspect about building your business is you are the only you. You get to build this business how you want, and you are authentically you. Like that's what we encourage everyone to be is just do the business the way you want it, and you do you. And so that is really awesome that you get to. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to be salesy. You just be you and share your journey. And so yeah, that's some of the ways that we build our business through social media. And there's lots of different avenues. We use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, blogs if you're a blogger. But yeah, we do use social media a lot, and face-to-face too. If you have people you like to connect that way, that's great too. Whatever works for you.
Awesome. Thanks, Haley and Acacia and Katie and Alyssa. I think, yeah, so sometimes people get concerned, like, I don't have this big grand story, or I'm not inspiring, or I'm still like not at my goal weight, like how am I gonna do this? And I think being in Nashville with 25,000 plus other coaches really reaffirmed that to me, that we all are so unique and have our own story. We're all in a different spot in our journey. But like Haley said, you just get to be yourself. You get to be authentic. You get to share from the heart. And whatever drew you to the coach who you either were a challenger in one of our boot camps, or drew you to their post that you saw and you wanted to jump in on this call tonight, we're just all sharing ourselves. And, also with social media, like, you get to decide how much you put out there and what you put out there. And you don't have to start like from the very beginning, posting like a coach that's been coaching for a couple years and has, you know, their voice. So don't let it hold you back. Like, I can't share that much, or I don't have anything to share. Just know that, like, yeah, we have lots of trainings and just lots of support. Like, I have never felt so confident to share about myself, knowing that I have this like awesome tribe of women who are going to support me and help me feel confident in doing that. So I haven't had to deal with like any like crazy haters or anything online, but I know that I would have a whole bunch of women that have my back. So don't let being afraid that you're not ready or you're not perfect weight or anything like that hold you back, because we're all working on it. You also don't have to be perfect, right? Like, coaches have cheat meals, we eat cookies sometimes, and we just try to find balance, right? So know that that's there. Also, we kind of touched on this. Maybe you're not a stay-at-home mom. You're not a mom yet. You're working full-time. Like, there's lots of different ways to build this business. So when I first started, I had a stillborn son, and I was working on getting healthy again, so that I could be pregnant again and have another baby. And so I was working full-time, and I was managing apartments, and I was so busy, and adding one more thing felt a little bit crazy, but you just fit it in. So maybe, you know, it's not the mom cracks, but it's just the life cracks. You know, like, you listen to personal development. Like, I would listen on my commute to and from work, and I would turn it on while I was getting ready in the morning, and I would check in. Like, I would just take a quick sweaty selfie and check in on my team pages and my challenge groups and encourage people. So it can take as like little of time or as much time. You don't have to be wanting to jump in to like replace your job right away. It can be more of like a hobby that is super fulfilling because you're helping others, you're earning a little bit of income, and really just taking this like opportunity to give back. Or if you're ready, like, you have this strong desire to build a huge business and to grow something, like they were saying, we're not salespeople. Like, for me, I'm not pushing some product or feeling like I have to like ask people to like buy stuff from me. I'm really just sharing my story. I'm sharing my life, even the boring parts like filling sippy cups and changing diapers. And I'm just letting people know what works for me. And I think that that's one of the big things we do, is that we're all just like super fans of Beachbody. Like, we use the products, we have a story, and we're encouraging people to try it as well. So I think that is kind of a main thing. Haley touched a little bit on the trainings that we have, but we do have a lot of awesome systems. So my coach, who would also be one of your upline coaches, was a top 10 coach, and she has the highest leadership rank in the company. So she knows what to do and how to coach and how to be inspiring and how to mentor. So we have access to all of her trainings, and it's incredible. And we've worked really hard as a little tribe of ourselves through the trainings we've been to create trainings and systems and to share our success and to create a strong team. So feel like, you know, you're in good hands, and we love mentoring. I think that's my favorite part of the job, is celebrating my coaches and their successes, physically and emotionally, seeing their confidence, and also then seeing them get some paychecks. And I think sometimes it can feel a little icky, like, oh, I'm just helping people, why should I get paid? But, you know, it's something that we're so passionate about, and as we are real and help really truly change lives, that's when you make money. That the more people that you impact and bless and share, your paycheck will show that. And like Akeisha said, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, but it is definitely possible. And from just my coach and some of our really close friend coaches that have been in this longer and have been doing it for a good amount of time, there's a ton of potential. So if it's something that you want to build a really strong business, Beachbody has that possibility. So it really can be for anyone at any phase. It's just if you're ready to be here and to put your heart out there and to share. So I don't have anything else to add. Does anybody else have something they want to throw in that we forgot through all of the sections? I think we covered it. If you have a question, please unmute yourself. Or if you're a coach on this call that didn't have a chance to share like something specific and you have just like a brief little nugget you want to add in, we'd love to have it. So feel free to unmute yourself, ask questions. We're an open book. Like, we want you to get to know us and to know what you'd be joining, because we love it, and we always want to share it and invite more women to join our tribe of like positive, uplifting women. It's still incredible every day when I realize that there's so many women, and it's not competitive with each other. We just cheer each other on. And so I think that's one thing that I love about it, and I love bringing other women into it because it's just so uplifting and empowering to be a part of. So any questions? No questions. If you're on the, oh, what?
I was going to say something real quick. Acacia, you worked outside of the home. You mentioned you were a teacher and you built up your income so that you could stay home. Can you kind of give an example of what your day kind of looked like and kind of how that worked for you?
Yeah. Like I said, I had a passion and I had a goal. Like, I wanted to be home, so I had a lot of motivation. For me, it wasn't going to be a hobby. It was going to be, an income changer. So I would get up at about 5 a.m., 5:30. I like to snooze like 6 times because that's my personality. And I would get ready. I would listen to PD, something, or maybe a training or something, like put my makeup on. I got ready in the morning. I had a nursing baby, so then I would feed her. I would bundle all of our stuff, and we would head off to work. When I got to the post right before I was on duty. So like, my work shift started at 7:45 and I would post at like 7:30. So technically I wasn't at work yet, even if I was at work. It wasn't paid time. And then I would get off work. I would post at like 3 o'clock. I would go pick up my baby from it was like 3:45. I'd go pick up my baby from the 6. We would come home. I would be mom. I would work out. I might post about that, or I might save it. I would do all my mommy stuff, and then put her down. Around 10 o'clock, I would work my Beachbody business, and I would work from 10 to 12. On late nights, I would work from 10 to 2. She always ate. She nursed throughout the night. I was tired, guys. I'm not going to lie. I was tired. She nursed throughout the night. So she nursed 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, and all over again the next day. And I would be up. So I would work until at least 12 o'clock because I knew I was going to have to get up and feed her anyway. So normally I would work from 10 to 12 every night, 2 hours a night on my business. And that would just consist of reconnecting with a lot of people. At that time, I didn't have like a team to really mentor or things like that. So I was just working on my challenge groups, encouraging the people that had joined me, and reaching with more people. And I'm kind of do that every day. I work on things that we don't even do now, but that were beneficial at that time. And so that was kind of what my schedule looked like. And then I would, I'd sleep from about 12 to 5:30, 5.5 hours, and I would get up and I would do it all over again. It was a sacrifice. If you are a hobby coach, then that's not something that you have to do. Like, I think that someone was saying, this is your business, so you could decide to work it, however you want. So if that sounds absolutely crazy to you, well, you don't have to do that, right? Because that was for me, and that was my business, and that's the way I wanted to do it. Because the more effort I put in, the faster it would grow. If you're okay for it to grow a little slower, then you don't have to be, some crazy hours or whatever. But that's what I did as a full-time teacher, full-time mommy, and, business owner. I was willing to put in less sleep and more hours working so I could stay home. But yeah, that's
awesome. Yeah.
Worth it.
Totally worth it, because now you're home with your second and you're making all the memories. You're not dropping them off at childcare.
That's right.
Yeah. So, and then I think another thing that is a concern that sometimes gets asked is like, oh, do I have to build a team and I have to like get other people to coach, and that can feel kind of icky and weird. Hopefully you didn't feel icky and weird when you got invited to come check this out. So that's really what it's about. Like, the people that we pay it forward to often want to pay it forward too, right? Like, hey, I really liked this, and I have friends and family and people in my network who could really benefit from it. So it's definitely something that can grow really organically. So even if you're putting in that time and making those connections, it's not like fake or phony. It is really about just paying it forward. Like, something like this passion is in your heart of wanting to help people be healthier. And as you're finding a way that it works to do that, then you want to share it. So I think that sometimes can be a concern, but it's not something where you have to just send lots of cold messages or, be salesy or like keep pounding someone. It really is about just living your life and in a way that draws people in, and then that they want to be a part of it, or they want to consider it at least.
Yeah, most definitely. And when you get messages where people send you things and then saying, like, I'm so glad that you invited me because this has changed my life. Like, I don't know what I would have done without you. Or you get coaches that are on your team now and they send you things like, I'm just, this has been the biggest thing, to ever happen to me. And it's not even the financial, it's like the health and lifestyle change and the mindset shift that you want to invite more people to do this with you, because you know how life-changing it really is. And it's financially life-changing, but it also just blesses you beyond measure with the friendships, and just when like you really are helping, and it's not a business where I'm selling something that people don't need. Like, this is something that really does change their life. So it's just huge. So growing a team shouldn't be scary when you know that you really are making a positive difference in somebody's life. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think the accountability that comes with being a coach, I feel like oftentimes I want to invite all of my challengers to be coaches because of the extra layer of accountability. Like, it's so much easier to have success and really stick with it when you're being an example to others. And so I think that goes right in with it. Like, you really can impact people's lives by inviting them to be a coach. And, like, being a leader and getting to mentor people, like, truly their success, like, makes me happier. Like, that Acacia is home with her second baby, like, it's incredible. And I'm grateful every day that my coach asks me to coach, because I get to be home with my baby too. And like, obviously, like, it took a long time to get him here, and it was hard, and I couldn't imagine if I had to leave him every day. So it is possible. And I think that's what's so beautiful, is that we all get to create our own business and what we want out of it, but it's definitely possible. This week I had a coach have her first $600 week, which is crazy. And that might sound like, oh my gosh, that's, insane, or I don't believe that or whatever. But like, it really is so incredible to see people grow and build a business. And it's just so fun that it all gets to be around being positive and being healthy. So it's the best. So if there's not any other questions, I'll give you all a second to ask them. And if not, ask your coach. Oh, does someone have a question?
Hi, my name is Nikki. I have a question.
Oh, I can't really hear you. Can you try to talk just a little bit louder?
I had the same problem. When we start going to the question and answer, I literally had my ear up. So a lot of the stuff towards the end, I couldn't really hear. That was one of my things I want to say. The beginning of the call was super loud and irregular. Let me see. Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Okay, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I couldn't hear you guys at first. Okay. I had a question about more or less inventory. I'm a little concerned because I recently just moved away from the Portland area where I knew everybody and everything. And now I live in a super, super tiny town, and I doubt that I will not meet anybody. That's not my concern. But I have concern about stuff just sitting around my house. So is this I didn't really hear anything about whether or not do you have stuff at your house, samples and things of that nature?
So
because I'm scared that
we didn't say anything about that because you don't have to. So I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's where I was like,
Yeah. So Beachbody. The nice thing about Beachbody is We do pay like it's $15.95 monthly fee to Beachbody, but they handle all of the customer service, the shipping, returns, if there's any, just like customer service, stuff like that. So we don't have to handle any of that. So sometimes you'll have like, I'll order extra samples of like Shakeology or like our pre-workout Energize to like send as prizes to my coaches and challengers, or like little sample sales, but there's no requirement at all. Everybody orders directly through your link, and then Beachbody ships it all out. They do all of that. So there's no worry. There's no investment in inventory like that. So you don't have to store it. So that makes it really nice.
Yeah.
So would you say that the minimum, so would the minimum cost be for that piece of running my individual website? Am I correct, or is there other fees associated that I didn't hear?
Okay, so we didn't talk a ton about that. So yeah, so the only absolutely required fee is the $15.95 plus tax, depending on your state, fee.
California, okay.
I'm not sure what California's is. In Texas here, it's a little over $17 a month. That is our like coach fee. And then also, like we were saying, it's mostly about like sharing what we're using and like our lifestyle. So it's important that we use the products, so that it doesn't become just like, buy this, this is great, but that you're like actually sharing the benefits that you're feeling. So most coaches Shakeology every month. So between like your business fee and Shakeology for coaches is $100 a month, or like for a 30-day supply. So it's usually about $115 that you're spending a month to coach. Shakeology isn't required every month if you have a month that isn't going to work for you or something, but that's kind of the basic. How you sign up usually is with a challenge pack, is what we call it. It's like our combo pack. And that gets you set up perfectly because you have all the products to share about and to use. So you'll get a month of Shakeology with a challenge pack, a fitness program, and a nutrition plan. So most of the time it's our portion control meal plan that's like the portion fix control. It's like 21-day fix, if you've heard of that, those little containers. So most of the meal plans are that. So you pay that $140, and then the first month there's no coaching fee or anything like that. And then the second month starts your $15.95 fee, and then continuing if you continue with Shakeology or any of the other products.
Yeah, and I just want to say on top of that, like our goal for you as a new coach is to help you get that money back within that first month. So to earn your investment, which would be when you help 3 people with a challenge pack, then you're going to make your $140 back, which is your investment. And then as the month grows, so it is a little scary, but at least it's not like $1,000 worth of jewelry, right? Or makeup,
right?
All those things. So when like that number at first is kind of like, oh, 140, okay. But it comes with a money back guarantee. So, I mean, if you get your Shakeology and heaven forbid you don't like it, or you don't like the programs and you decide this just isn't for you, you can send it back. So like, that's really nice. I don't ever foresee that happening, but it's there. And then as, being on a team with the trainings and having a mentor, our job is going to be to help you plug into your program, plug into your training, plug into your social media, and find 3 friends that you can help, that will join the journey with you in this getting fit, and that you're going to recoup your investment right away. And so that's really nice. And then the thing is too, is that knowing that, and one of the reasons why I jumped straight into coaching is you can jump into coaching with a challenge pack, or you can become a challenger with a challenge pack. It's the exact same price. And you're getting, the Shakeology and what she said, the program and, all the things that come along with whatever challenge packs that you bought, but it's no more or less expensive to start as a coach or to start as a challenger. So for me, it was kind of a no-brainer. Like, I'm just going to start as a coach. I mean, why not? It's there, and it doesn't cost me any extra, and I can start coaching and getting fit all at the same time. So that's kind of, just to add on to that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions? Anything else anybody wants to know? Those are good questions. Okay, Alyssa.
All right. Well, we can wrap up, and the recording of this will go into the Facebook group that we have going on. It's a private group. We have a couple other videos in there, like specifically about the compensation plan, and then a few more things about how we do what we do, like how we run our challenge groups and kind of some of those hows of coaching. And then also just a little bit more into the leaders that you heard from tonight, a little bit more into our stories and what led us to Beachbody. So make sure you go check those out. And then if you have any questions, you talk to the coach that invited you here. And if they're a newer coach and maybe have a question that you're not sure of, then they'll include their upline coach. And we really are all here together as a team. And we all work together. So it's awesome. So thank you so much for taking the time tonight to join us. We really appreciate it. And we are excited to see who else joins our tribe and gets to make a difference in the world with us. So we are just so pumped. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.
Bye.